Hi, I'm Brooks Utley.
And I'm Steven Zimple.
You know, we've talked about recycle, reuse, and repurpose a lot lately. Now with that, there's a lot of tips that we have in the industry that you don't know about. Things that make it faster, things that make it better, things that are green, okay? Things that are around the house that we have that we just haven't figured out. How do they do that on TV? Well, we're gonna tell you a couple of things as far as tips go. Now, when thinking recycle, reuse, and repurpose and going green, I like a couple of things to start off with that are recycled products. Now this is a bottle that's been recycled. It's a fertilizer. See the worm poop? That's what it is, okay?
Nice.
It's worm poop in a bottle that fertilizes your lawn. Believe it or not, my lawn is dark green from this product. Speaking of recycling, these are tires. Looks like coffee in a can, right?
That's nice. Let me see that.
With that, that's recycled tires used as mulch in your yard. Now think about, what does mulch do after time?
It gets heavy, wet, you lose that look that you love when you first put it down.
Well, and it fades. This stuff will not fade. It's antibacterial, mildew resistant, good for your pets, safe for your kids. This will never, ever deteriorate. What's great about it in the yard, because I'm not adding new mulch every single year. It looks fresh like this. When it rains, the mulch sucks it all up, and it's heavy and it's wet and it deteriorates. This, it washes right down through. Your plants get the water that's needed. We're helping the environment by recycling tires into mulch. Now we've got other things here too that are just easy tips. What's up with the toothpicks?
Toothpicks, I'm glad you brought that up. First off, this is a tip I actually got from a home show, a guy who does these all these great ideas. His name is Brooks Utley. It was you I actually saw on the show. Now I saw this tip and loved it, and it's a great idea because I've struggled with it so many times. If you have hinges, things like that you're trying to replace hardware on cabinetry, you always end up having the holes stripped out of the wood. You put the screw in and out 5 or 6 times, it's finished. So instead of having to reposition hardware, drill new holes, things like that, you just take the single toothpick, put it in the hole. If it's something bigger, you can use a chopstick or any other piece of wood, or even whittle something yourself.
A little bit of glue in there.
Put a dab of glue on it, stick it in there, break it off in the hole, and you've basically refinished the wood and it's ready to accept a screw now. So you filled that empty spot.
So that way it won't strip back out. It just goes right through.
And you have the holding power again.
How many paintbrushes have you thrown away?
Too many. Too many. They
end up like a lot of money on these.
They end up like popsicles. They're just blocks.
Frozen. We stick them in the freezer with, saran wrap on it. Now, I don't want to buy mineral spirits. I don't want things around the garage that are harmful or vapors and things like that. So what's in our house that we can use? Fabric softener.
Fabric softener.
So I got some plastic cups at the hardware store, 50 cents a piece. I'm going to pour some fabric softener in here. So while I'm painting, dip it in. Okay. Cup of water to the side, throw it through the rinse cycle. My brush will stay clean like this.
Nice.
I did 56 shows with one paintbrush by simply using fabric softener. It's right in our house. Dip it in. If I'm continuing to paint, and I have to stop and go to the store or pick the kids up from school, I can throw my paintbrush right back in the fabric softener. When I'm ready to paint again, there it is. When you clean it out, I just leave a little bit of fabric softener right in the bristles so that I'm never throwing this away.
And store it that way.
Yeah.
56 shows with one brush. I think I did 56 brushes on one show.
Well, every time you go to paint something, don't you have to buy the paintbrush, and a good one's $8 or $9 or more?
At least, yeah. Some of the ones I use are $15, $20 a piece, and I've gone
Don't use chemicals. You cannot use chemicals. Don't. You've got some other stuff here, and I know that I've used this a lot, and it's a construction adhesive. What's good
Absolutely. About that? If you're doing any outdoor projects, whether it's with block, with wood, anything like that, a polyurethane adhesive, perfect thing to use. It's strong, it sets up fast, it's waterproof, weatherproof, and basically you can use it on almost anything. I know, like you said, you've used it on everything. I've used it on a ton of stuff.
Nothing like gluing.
Yeah. So it's actually incredible. It saves you time because you can put it together, boom, forget about it, tacks up fast.
Yeah, dries. And again, it's about being quick and buying the right products.
Efficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if we can stay green, we try to stay green on as many things as possible, whether it is using fabric softener for our paintbrushes to outdoor lighting. Now think about outdoor lighting, LED bulbs. You never have to replace them. You can buy them in kits. They're more and more ready available for you guys. What I really like about these, I used in my own home, they come with a drill bit, a spade bit.
Nice.
Okay?
Nice.
This slides right into your hole on your stairs, on the walls, wherever you want. How about in the garage?
Yeah.
To light up the garage door, straight down. These wire together simply by connections.
Oh, nice.
So one light to the next light. LED using a fraction of the energy regular lights. And with a kit like this, think about, how about up a stairway?
In the dark.
In the dark.
You don't have to light an entire house up just to move around at night.
Exactly, and I'm saving energy because I'm using an LED. And I can use, there's 8 in this kit, I could use 2 to light up in there.
And let's face it, it looks cool too.
It does. You put it on a motion sensor. This comes with a night sensor. It's optional to use. So you could put it on a switch and it just plugs into the outlet. How about outlets? How about saving energy with outlets? Saving energy. That's right.
How do we do that?
Well, we do that by simply putting, it's a foam sealant. They're about 50 cents an outlet. So think about your light switches, your outlets. They're letting in air. Now we want to save energy and we want to be green. We don't want to waste things. We don't want to walk around with expanding foam and caulk everything. Just simply take off the cover. This comes and you can cut out exactly what pattern that you need for the switch.
Yeah, you got light switches, you got rectangular, whatever you need to do.
Yeah, they're already in there. You just push them out. Put your plate back on. This now seals all the areas in your house that have been leaking out energy. Energy such as heat and cooling.
Holes in your wall.
50 cents a piece. There's 2 in a pack, so that's about $1 a pack.
And these are usually used for outdoor outlets and things like that, right? Gang boxes.
So think outside the box by repurposing one product to do another job.
That's great. I like that.
Hey, grab that wood board. Talk about patching real quick for you guys.
What do you have there?
You can get this over at the hardware store over there where they have drywall muds and things like that. It's a spray. It's a texture. Now, they have a couple of different types of textures. This is a knockdown. They have orange peel. If you've got bathroom texture, okay, in there, and you want to match it as you patch
ceilings? What is that? Popcorn?
Ceilings. Well, you can get popcorn. You can get stucco spray. We use this because it's not only quick, it's the professional way to do it. And it dries fast. So there's a dial on here, and I dial my texture that I want, the desired level.
Okay.
So once that's ready, now we're going to use a wood as example. Say it's a ceiling, or say it's a wall in a bathroom, or wherever it be. Circular motion. That's going to be dry in about 30 minutes. You then take a sanding sponge or a piece of sandpaper and wipe over it gently. Once that's wiped down, you just knocked it off. It's called knockdown. Prime it, paint it, you blend your patch in perfectly. Same thing with stucco on the outside. If you're repairing a crack and you want it to blend in, there's sprays for stucco. Whatever texture you need.
Very useful. My just an added tip on that is try, like we just sprayed it on a piece of wood, try a sample. Play around with it a little bit, get familiar. The last thing you want to do is have your perfect patch ready to fill in and match to the rest of the wall and then spray it all over the place and it doesn't work right.
And tape off the area. There's oil-based and water-based. Tape on what you want to buy. I like water-based because if you get it all over the walls and you forgot to tape off the mirror next to it, you can just wipe it off with a water and a rag.
Have you done that before?
I've done that before.
Okay.
I'm too, gotta get it done. I like this that you want to show.
Oh, nice. As far as, we also have favorite tools, things that have made jobs easier for us. For me, I do a lot of work in cabinetry, so a lot of times it's existing cabinetry, so I'm laying on the floor, all contorted to get into a space that was previously done where there was space. A 90-degree drill bit for a drill, and not even just the drill bit. The drill bit is great, but a small drill gun. This thing fits into tiny spaces. It's not incredibly powerful, but for using drills, screws, even drilling small holes, it is absolutely invaluable. I have used this so much, it's insane.
From a professional to a homeowner. This is a professional, a smaller drill. Things are getting smaller and more compact. It's lightweight, it's easy to use.
It says nothing about you as a man or a woman.
That's true.
This is my favorite drill that I use now, and everybody comments on it when they say they love it. It's incredible. So that's got to be one of my favorite tools right now.
Good. Well, that wraps up the tips for us. Now check out the website. There's also do-it-yourself videos to watch and learn, and we're going to give you examples of projects such as fire pits, waterfalls, water fountains, how to do it yourself, how to do it under a budget.
The secrets.
And how to stay green in it. So if you're interested in tackling on a project under $300, what the professionals will charge you thousands in doing and using products that no one would ever think about. Take a look at it. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brooks Utley.
I'm Steven Simple. Thank you.